The RobertsTechJobs.com Indy Speedway League is on the air. RobertsTechJobs.com, your Midwest leader in temp to hire and contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals, proudly brings to you DW12 Season 2, race number 13 from the Kansas Speedway. This broadcast also being brought to you by TDA Motorsports, proudly sponsored by the Disabled American Veterans Association. DAV is an all-volunteer fleet of non-critical medical transport for America's veterans. And more information on how you can get involved, go to DAV.org. This broadcast also being brought to you by David Llewellyn and the DHL Express, Mr. Hoot Baker, Robert Lacavara and Convergent Composites, with promotional consideration paid for by Motorsports Graphic Designs. For all your in-sim graphical needs, you got something going through your mind, you want to see it on your race car, Motorsports Graphic Designs. Joey Trapasso up in the booth with you here. Race number 13, live from the Kansas Speedway, DW12 Season 2. And it's getting down to crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. We've got tonight's race, and then we have Phoenix and Dover left to make it into the chase. So let the games begin, kids. Quick look at the DW12 standings as of right this very second. Chris Bouchard sitting atop the leaderboard with 2 wins. Isaiah Dupree locked in with 2 wins. Ronnie Osmer locked in with 2 wins. Carlos Plaza locked in with 2 wins. Currently on the outside looking in. I'm sorry. So you've got those 4 locked in with wins. And then you have on points Tyler Graff, Tyler Vickery, Mike Whitaker, Bob Lacavara, Dylan Moskowitz, Johnny Antonucci, and a tie currently for the final transfer spot with Terry Adams, Cody Eldred, and Kevin Paskowich. And then on the outside looking in, you have Tony Rice, Creighton Carter, Alex Green, and Gary Bauer. So, must-win situation for those guys. The last driver with a shot at it is Bill Roberts, as far as drivers that do have enough starts to be able to, qualify for chase eligibility. So Bill Roberts, the last car to even have a shot at making the chase. Everyone else currently way under in participation points. So very tight points race right now. Like I said, you have 3 drivers tied for the final transfer spot, and that's currently at 287 points with Terry Adams, Cody Eldred, and Kevin Paskowich, with Eldred and Paskowich having the nod on the tiebreaker going to top 5s. And then Tony Rice is less than a race out, Creighton Carter less than a race out, and Alex Green less than 1 race out. So very tight point standings right now. But again, those drivers still really needing a win to cement their chase hopes, as qualifying getting ready to get underway here from the Kansas Speedway. For those of you just joining us, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let us know that you enjoy the content that we're giving you right now. You are watching a presentation of the RobertsTechJobs.com Indy Speedway League. RobertsTechJobs.com, of course, is your Midwest leader in temp to hire and contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals. So if you are an IT professional in the Midwest, or if you're looking to relocate, we ask that you go to RobertsTechJobs.com. Be sure to let Bill know that the ISL sent you. So Isaiah Dupree going quick time so far. The first one to go into the 24s with a 24.9. Turn 3 Motorsports teammate Jake Gordon currently sitting second quick. Terry Adams sitting third quick. Alex Green doing what he needs to do, currently sitting fifth quick. So good to see Alex doing that. Points leader Chris Bouchard currently sitting eighth quick. So again, rocking solo tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So if things go sideways, I do ask that you bear with me. I'm still not over the little bug that I've been having, so definitely not the most comfortable broadcast I'm going to be doing right now. But we are going to muddle through this. So, feel free to drop a comment, and I'll, try to keep up to date as to what's going on in the live race chat. Welcome to those of you who are currently watching with us. Again, live qualifying. Bouchard going to the top of the leaderboard. That's pretty damn impressive right there. 24.6 is really hauling the mail around this 1.5 mile tri-oval. But that would explain why he is currently the points leader, and he won Tuesday night. So, don't count Chris Bouchard out. Jake Gordon making a return with us here tonight. Going to need to touch base with Jake to find out if he's going to be Tulsa bound within the next couple of weeks here for the Tulsa shootout for mini and micro sprints, and then the big one, the what is it, bowl of soup? No, that's not Chili Bowl. And for those of you who are dirt racing fans, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Chili Bowl, it looks like a bunch of race cars going around the track to me. Yes, it is. So, a little bit of over a minute before we're going to throw it down trackside to league owner Alex Green for the pre-race drivers meeting. Again, real tight points chase going on right now, and still anyone's battle as we currently sit right now. Just checking a couple of things here real quick, folks. So that's currently where we stand. We are going to go ahead and throw it down now to league owner Alex Green, who is going to rally the troops in our pre-race drivers meeting.
All right, guys, coming up into the chase here. 2 races remain after this one. Field's still really tight in the second, at least the later part of the field. There's actually, as it stands right now, a 3-way tie for the last spot in the chase between Cody, Terry, and KP. And there's still a lot of guys on the outside looking in who still have very much a shot of making something happen here. It's going to be interesting to see how it shakes out here. I'm not authorized, and I don't really want to go into detail. Let's just keep Brandon Graham in your thoughts and your thoughts and prayers. I can't really go into why, but just Brandon, if you're watching the stream, know we're here for you, buddy. No race control. This will be the last one without race control for the 12s as well as the 11s. For the 11s, we'll have one more because I won't be here Tuesday unless somebody steps up. But like I said, I'm working to get something like that set for next season. If you guys would, after the race, I'd like to have as many people as I can on TeamSpeak because there are some things I'd like to go over and discuss for next season, as well as the pro monsters and just some things that I've had on my chest. Just hope everybody's having a happy holidays. Remember to pit off, call your pits off too. Pit off of the backstretch there, and watch out for that apron. Don't use the apron pass or make a racing maneuver. Good luck tonight.
And again, I have a chance, so don't think I'm going to pull over and just give a spot up, just so you know.
Right, so that's gonna about do it for the drivers' meeting. Again, everybody, trying to be in decent spirits right now. And like Alex mentioned, thoughts and prayers going out to Brendan Graham and his family right now, desperate in need of a Christmas miracle. And Brandon, like Alex said, if you need anything, sir, just give a shout, and we're here for you, bud. So, currently, qualifying now officially over. Chris Bouchard sitting atop the leaderboard. He's going to be joined on the front row with Kevin Paskowicz. Both those drivers just cranking off some hellacious lap times. 24:7:07 for both Paskowicz and Jake Gordon. Paskowicz apparently set it first, so he's getting the nod for the spot. So that's going to put row 2 going to turn 3 racing with Jake Gordon and his teammate Isaiah Dupree. Gary Bauer and Mike Whitaker are going to make up row number 3. Nate Dean and Ronnie Osmer, the two young gunners, are going to make up row number 4. With row 5 going to Jay Anderson and Tyler Vickery. Terry Adams and Tyler Graff are going to make up row number 6, with row 7 going to Bob Lockevar and Tony Rice. Row 8 going to go to Johnny Antonucci and Alex Green, and Cody Eldred starting shotgun on the field by his lonesome in row number 9. So 17 cars scheduled to go off in this one. So good times ahead. Again, you are watching a presentation of the RobertsTechJobs.com Indy Speedway League. RobertsTechJobs.com, of course, is your Midwest leader in temp to hire and contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals. So if you are an IT professional in the Midwest, or if you're looking to relocate, we ask that you go to RobertsTechJobs.com and be sure to let Bill know that the ISL sent you. So, getting ready to grid up here. And that's going to do it for that session. Here we go to the grid up. 140 laps, the scheduled distance here tonight. This is going to be definitely interesting to see. So, let the fun and excitement begin. A lot of sharp-looking cars here tonight. Let's see if Trading Paints is actually going to work with me or not. It's yet to be determined. And it's just waiting for the final couple of cars to grid up here. Again, Bouchard, Paskowitz, Gordon, Dupree, Bauer, Whitaker, Dean, Osmer, Anderson, Vickery, Adams, Graff, Lacavara, Rice, Antonucci, Green, and Eldred. So, and just gonna pull up the old calendar here. We will not be running the next couple of weeks here due to the holidays. Going to be taking, of course, this coming week off with the main one happening what essentially is going to be Christmas Eve would be next Sunday. So we're going to take the entire week off to keep the schedule all in one piece. Then we're taking the following week off because it's New Year's. So we will be back on January 2nd. So since we're not going to see you between now and then, ladies and gentlemen, happy holidays. As the field starts to roll off. Bouchard and Paskowitz showing the way there. And I did just receive unofficial word that they are teaming up with Phenomenal Evolution Motorsports for the 24 Hours of Daytona. So, unofficial teammates starting on the front row. Good on you, boys. As the pace car goes in, Bouchard wasting no time pulling the trigger.
Green flag.
Paskowitz goes with him. Gordon caught a little bit of sleep there, trying to go make the inside work. Dupree giving his teammate a lot of room there on the inside. So Bouchard and Paskowitz really starting to make some hay right now, working together to try to get a little bit of a breakaway going. It's Gordon trying to get something going on the high side. He's side by side with Paskowitz, now gets the clear. Does not leave Dupree hanging out to dry though, continuing to work that high side. Now ducks in, try to get a little bit of a pull. Paskowitz goes with him. Paskowitz dropping back down to go with Bouchard.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we've already got one around. Let's see what's going on here. Tony Rice missing the nose wing. Let's take a look and see what happened there. Just gets clipped by Alex Green. Let's see what the chopper picked up on that one. See Rice on the high side. There's Green with a run in the black and orange car. And just caught him. Rice knows that Eldred is there. And Green just didn't realize how close he was to Rice's Kardashian there, and around she went. So Tony Rice, the first caution that's going to be brought out tonight. We are watching the replay from the chase cam. You see Eldred with a run on the inside, and there's, yeah, Green just unfortunately didn't realize he was that close, and around goes Tony Rice. And that car is probably going to be crabbing quite. That car can't even go straight. Good grief. Yeah, so he's going to tow that one to That was a rough one. That's a rough way to start a race like that. So and that's going to hand the lead of the race over to, looks like, Jake Gordon. As, Jake staying out. Everybody else going down pit road. Jake, Terry, Adams, Tyler Vickery, and Bob Lacabara all staying out. So there's Terry running the one of the wilder paint schemes in the league. It's very, very colorful, but yet that's wild. So, but of the cars that went down pit road, Chris Bouchard winning the battle off pit road. Kevin Pasquich coming out. Chris coming out in 5th. Kevin coming out in 6th. Ronnie Osborne, Nate Dean, Mike Whitaker, and Tyler Graff rounding out your top 10. So, currently working lap 6 of 140. Interesting paint scheme there on Vickery's machine. So Adams, one of the cars that's currently in that tie for the final transfer spot, currently sitting 2nd. Kevin Pasquich sitting in 6th. And Cody Eldred back in 13th. As the lights go out on the pace car, you got Gordon, Adams, Vickery, Lacavara, Bouchard, Pasquich, Osmer, Dean, Whitaker, and Graff rounding out your top 10. As we are going to get the green to start lap 8 of 140. So, yeehaw, right? Field starts to work its way through the 3-4 complex. Gordon going to bring him back to green, and not live. How about that? So Gordon brings him back to green. Tyler Vickery going with him. Vickery currently working to the inside of Terry Adams. Now Chris Bouchard works to the inside of Adams. Adams working with his teammate now. Got Bob Lacavara hooked up behind him as they duck in behind Chris Bouchard. Lacavara kind of running a little bit of blocker for Adams right now with Pasquich, who is tied with Adams for that final transfer spot to his inside there in the purple car. Pasquich going to do it the hard way. He's got, I believe that's Nate Dean behind him. No, that's Ronnie Osmer. Wow, new paint scheme for Ronnie Osmer tonight. I'm kind of digging it.
Yellow flag is out.
And that was quick. Oh, what happened this time? You see Tony Rice there as A. Dupree right on his, and there it goes again. That's the second time in the same corner that Tony Rice has had somebody make contact with his Kardashians. Good grief. That's a rough one. Holy shit. Wow. So we are now back under caution. Looks like Tony's going to be able to limp that one back around. That's a rough one. That's you really got to feel for the guy when stuff like that happens. And it looks like everybody's bringing her down pit side this time. Let's see if we've got any takers to stay out. Looks like we do. The world's fastest hippie is going to stay out. And that's going to give our defending DW12 Series champion Mike Whitaker a look out front in some clean air. So, good on you, sir. Alex Green staying out, Gary Bauer staying out, Jay Anderson staying out, Chris Bouchard again winning the battle off pit road. Jake Gordon coming out in second, Jake Gordon coming out in sixth, Tyler Vickery in seventh, Terry Adams in eighth, Bob Lacavara, and Kevin Pascowitz rounding out your top 10. So, and no, ladies and gentlemen, you're not seeing an optical illusion. That is Whitaker's paint scheme. And the reason why we call him the world's fastest hippie is probably one of the most colorful paint schemes ever to don a DW12. As Alex Green stays out. Interesting strategy being played out early by the driver of the number 30 Home Depot PH Aware DW12 there. Green, one of those drivers that is on the outside looking in coming into tonight's event. So, going to try to do everything he can legally to try to leave here with a win. Not in an absolute must-win situation, but in enough of a must-win situation that he's going to try to... you're probably going to see some gambling coming from the 30. Currently working lap 13 of 140. You are watching a presentation of the RobertsTechJobs.com IndyCar Speedway League. RobertsTechJobs.com, of course, is your Midwest leader in temp to hire and contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals. So if you are an IT professional in the Midwest, or if you're looking to relocate, we ask that you go to RobertsTechJobs.com. Be sure to let Bill know that the ISL sent you. And looks like Green taking the outside line to restart this one. So, something interesting there to keep an eye on. It's going to be Green, Bouchard, Vickery, Gordon, Adams, Lacavara, Pascowitz, Osmer, Dean, and Antonucci. Your top 10 as we get ready to go back to Green. Field working its way down the back straightaway. Now, we've gone to quite a few mile-and-a-half tracks this season. This one is not what I would consider a cookie-cutter mile-and-a-half. Simply because of the amount of racing that the outside line here does give you. Most of the time it's single file when we go to a 1.5 miles, but this track has shown that you can get that outside line to work, and it can work quite well if you have some help. Pace car's in, and Green pulls the trigger early.
Green flag.
And Vickery goes with him. So, right now, there's your Rookie of the Year battle happening right behind race leader Alex Green. Tyler Vickery, Chris Bouchard going tooth and nail this season, every race so far. Now, Bouchard does have a couple more wins on the season, but, don't count out Vickery. As Bouchard trying to get that outside line to work. Got Jake Gordon right on his transmission tunnel right now, trying to help him out. So this is going to get interesting very quickly, as we've got a little bit of a 4-car breakaway starting to form up. Green continuing to show the way. But you got to wonder, he's about 7 laps difference between he and the rest of the cars on the track. Green currently 12 laps into his tire stint. Everyone else 5 or less laps. As Gordon making a move now to the inside, taking over the second spot. As Vickery's got his other teammate, Ronnie Osmer, right on his trans tunnel now. Tell me that there's no team orders here, as Green desperately in need of a win. Has a couple of teammates, actually all of his unofficial teammates right now in the top 10, as Bouchard and Paskowicz working together as well. Jake Gordon getting hung out to dry, as we've got a phenomenal evolution, just freight train on his inside. And Nate Dean blinking worse than a fat kid with lemon in his eye. And I can say that because I am a fat kid with lemon in his eye. Green and Bouchard continuing to work together there on the low side. Paskowicz in third. Jake Gordon kind of working with him, not so much though. And Bouchard goes to the high side now. Looks like he was trying to get an arc, or at least throw a block to try to hold up Gordon. Make sure there's some dirty air up there so that Gordon couldn't get a run on the high side going through the 1-2 complex. So working lap 22 of 140. Alex Green continuing to show the way. Chris Bouchard right there with him. Bouchard goes to the way high side now. He has a run going down the back straightaway, side by side going into turn number 3. Green's got the preferred line. And here comes Paskowicz to the inside as well. So Paskowicz side by side with Bouchard. And there's your Rookie of the Year battle again starting to heat up, as Bouchard almost takes the nose off of Vickery's car. Paskowicz to the inside of Green, makes it look that easy, but Green just lets him have it. So Paskowicz, Green, Bouchard, Vickery, Osmer, and that's not good. That's all hell breaking loose. What just happened? Well, it happened in front of these guys. What on earth was that? There's Tyler Vickery currently sitting in third. Oh, my Lanta. Well, let's see what the chase cams saw in this one. So here they are going into turn 1. And there's Tyler Vickery just getting clobbered. Now watch Green's car, the black and orange car in front here. Ton of room between the two cars. And just, you know, Vickery tries to check up and just gets clobbered. Terry Adams going on a wild one. Ronnie Osmer going on a wild one. Mike Whitaker getting a piece of that one. There's Whitaker and Dupree side by side. You see everything going haywire in front of them. And it looks like Whitaker started to check up, and Dupree wasn't. So that's a rough one. That's definitely a rough one there. As we are now back live, Kevin Paskowicz winning the battle off pit road. Jake Gordon, Alex Green, Chris Bouchard, Nate Dean, Tyler Graff, Cody Eldred, Bob Lacavara, Tyler Vickery, and Isaiah Dupree rounding out your top 10. As Terry Adams looks like he had to tow. He's going to lose a couple of laps there. Definitely some wild stuff going on. So we're currently working lap 27 of 140. It's third caution period right now. 114 laps to go in this little beauty. Track in Kansas. The lights go out on the pace car. As Paskowicz takes the inside, Gordon joining him on the front row. And then you got Alex Green, Chris Bouchard, Nate Dean, Tyler Graff, Cody Eldred, Bob Lacavara, Tyler Vickery, and Isaiah Dupree running out your top 10. So a lot of action already, and kind of figured it was going to get a little bit chippy with as much as is on the line right now. Field works its way through the 3-4 complex. Paskowicz in control. Pace car getting ready to duck on off as the outside line stacks up.
Green flag, green flag.
Wow. Paskowicz held him down, and there was a little bit of bumper tag being played there. And Green and Paskowicz got a great jump. Jay Gordon trying to make some hay on the high side. Got Pasquich showing the way. He's got his teammate running right there. Green right now on the outside looking in. Pasquich with the final transfer spot as it sits right this second. Seven-car breakaway going on right now. Throw a blanket over these guys as they're almost a full second to the good over 8th place Bob Lacavara. Jake Gordon trying to get a run on the high side. Gonna need a ton of help, though, to make that happen. Side by side with Pasquich going into turn number 3. Pasquich with the preferred line. Bouchard hangs Gordon out to dry. So give that lap to Pasquich again. And Gordon and Bouchard side by side for second. Gordon with a little bit of help from IR05 Season 1 champion Cody Eldred. Eldred now leaves him hanging out to dry as he ducks in behind Bouchard. Pasquich continuing to show the way. Alex Green fading a little bit. So now the second group has now caught him. It's Tyler Vickery looking to the inside of Cody Eldred now. Vickery trying to keep his Rookie of the Year hopes alive. Pasquich protecting that low line, just trying to stay off the apron though. Continuing to show the way. You got to think right now Chris Bouchard's playing long ball as he's probably just ducked in behind Pasquich, content to run in second and save some fuel. I know Cody Eldred is probably thinking that right now. Getting a little bit chippy though. As Bob Lacavara and that second group with Jay Anderson and Isaiah Dupree have started to catch these guys. And Alex Green has got to be having some problems. He is now dropped to 9th. Almost a second back from these guys. And you see him way back there now. Make that 10th as he continues his drop through the field. Meanwhile, up in front, Pasquich continues to show the way. Bouchard, Eldred, Gordon, Vickery, Anderson, Lacavara, Dupree. That's this current group. And then you're a second in a 1.33 seconds back to 9th place Ronnie Osborne. And Isaiah Dupree is blinking badly. Currently 15 laps into the stint. We are now 100 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Pasquich continuing to show the way. Bouchard and Eldred almost side by side for second as they haul off into turn number 1. A lot of respect being shown here in the top 7. Make that 8. Question is, who's going to blink first as we are closing in on green flag pit stops? Eldred continuing to show the way. Working lap 45 now. Pasquich, Bouchard, Eldred, Gordon, Dupree, Vickery, Lacavara, Anderson, Osmer, and Antonucci. Your top 10. Antonucci is over half a second back off of these guys. Actually, Ronnie Osmer is a second and a quarter off of these guys. You can see Osmer way back there. So chase implications right now is Pasquich and Eldred coming into the event were tied for the final transfer spot with Terry Adams. Now Terry is currently 2 laps down in 15th, so going to need pretty much a miracle to to make something happen there. Pasquich doing everything he can to cement his way into the chase. As Isaiah Dupree working the high side of Chris Bouchard right now for second. And 5/1000ths of a second to Pasquich that time across the stripe. Dupree with a run going through turn 1. Able to keep it wound up on the high side. Gonna need some help to get the clear though. Side by side with Pasquich into turn number 3 as they work their way through the 3-4 complex. Side by side, Pasquich with the preferred line. Dupree able to keep it wound up a little bit. However, give that one to Pasquich again. Pasquich, Dupree, Eldred, Bouchard, Gordon, Lacavara, Vickery, Anderson, Osmer, and Antonucci as Pasquich taking it pit side. Gonna try to charge the line. Ooh. Might get popped for unsafe pit entrance there. Something we're going to keep an eye on as that hands the lead over to Dupree. Pasquich still not in his pit stall. Dupree now going pit side. Bouchard going with him. Gordon going with him. A whole slew of cars going with him. And Bouchard doing the wise thing. And Pasquich did get popped for unsafe pit entrance. Being held in his pit stall right now. Oh, that's a rough one. 23 seconds in stalls. Gordon overshoots his pit. As Osmer now showing the way, going pit side. So when we get back around, Bouchard winning the battle off pit road with Dupree. Those guys are 2.5 seconds to the good over what will soon be third place, Jake Gordon. There's Osmer coming out of the pits there. Bouchard and Dupree flash by. So first round of pit stops are complete. There's your battle for third with Osmer and Gordon. And Tyler Vickery is about a quarter of a straightaway back. Then you're over 2 seconds back to Bob Lacavara in sixth, who's running side by side with Jay Anderson. That is your battle for sixth right now. And then at the tail end of that battle, you see Alex Green. And I believe that's Tyler Graff directly in front of him. Graff is currently 5 laps down in 16th. And what just happened? Gary Bauer pointing the wrong way on a one-way street. Looks like he may have possibly had some help on that one. So let's see what's going on here. There's 27 of Bauer. There's Antonucci up high. Just didn't realize Bauer was there. And Tony Rice just barely squeaking by. Holy cow. So, right as the end of green flag pit stops occurs, just, good grief, Gary Bauer just getting pile driven. And I'm thinking Antonucci didn't realize Bauer was there. Because, you know, Terry Adams went flashing by, and, you know, generally you see a car go by and it's like, okay, yeah, we're clear now, down you go, which is what it looked like Antonucci was trying to do. The only problem for him is Gary Bauer was there. So, that is going to put Mike Whitaker back on the lead lap. Whitaker getting the lucky dog. So 12 cars now back on the lead lap. Make that 13 with Gary Bauer being the last car scored on the lead lap in 13. Some drivers taking it back down pit road. Tyler Vickery staying out. That's his teammate. Ronnie Osmer in front of him. Might get popped for Tyler Vickery might get popped for fake pitting there. Let's see if we can watch that again. There's Osmer in front of him. Starts to make the move, and then yeah, that's going to be questionable. Competition committee is going to definitely be taking a look at that one. So Gary Bauer, the last car on the lead lap, getting ready to take the wave around. Vickery staying out. Everyone else going pit side. Jake Gordon winning the battle off pit road. Isaiah Dupree coming out in second. Chris Bouchard, Ronnie Osmer, Alex Green, Bob Lacavara, Jay Anderson, Kevin Pasquich, and Johnny Antonucci, rounding out your top 10. And you are, of course, watching a presentation of the RobertsTechJobs.com Indy Speedway League. RobertsTechJobs.com is your Midwest leader in attempt to hire and contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals. So if you are an IT professional in the Midwest, or if you're looking to relocate, we ask that you go to RobertsTechJobs.com. Be sure to let Bill know that the ISL sent you. Also, if you like the action that you are seeing on the track tonight, go ahead and wait till the live stream is over. And then in the replay, go ahead and drop a comment in one of the replays with your iRacing screen name. We will pass that along to the league admins, and we'll get you added to the Icebreaker series, which is where we ask that everybody kind of start there just so you can kind of get a feel for us and we can get a feel for you, and it's not just coming into a race cold. You know what to expect by racing around some of us, and some of us know what to expect by racing around you as well. Tyler Vickery coming out of the Icebreaker Series, Jake Gordon coming out of the Icebreaker Series, Chris Bouchard, Ronnie Osmer, all coming out of the Icebreaker Series. So, it's just something that we asked to take place. There were a couple of people that ran or signed up for the initial session tonight that, we had to sit down and go, hey, it's crunch time. We kind of, you don't want to be that guy. And believe me, we've all been that guy at least once in our life. So, field working its way through the 3-4 complex. Tyler Vickery getting ready to bring him back to the green. Gordon, Dupree, Bouchard, Osmer, Green, Lacavara, Anderson, Pasquich, and Antonucci rounding out your top 10 as the pace car goes in. Here we go. Vickery holding him down, then rolls into it, and we are back live. Got a little bit of a buffer right now between himself and the Rookie of the Year contender. Currently leading the point standings in the DW12s, Chris Bouchard goes to the high side of Isaiah Dupree right now. As Dupree with a run going through the tri-oval side by side with Vickery going into turn 1. Vickery with the preferred line and some drafting help from Bouchard. So your Rookie of the Year contenders running 1 and 2 right now. Vickery showing the way but trailing in the ROI points. Bouchard with a couple of wins on the season, currently leading the overall point standings. Locked into the chase, looking to sweep the week. Osmer with a little bit of bump and run coming through the 1-2 complex. Bouchard goes up the track. Osmer lets him have the spot and line back, though. Vickery continuing to show the way out front with Bouchard, Osmer, Dupree, Green, Gordon, and then you're almost a full second back from Gordon to 7th place Bob Lacavara, who has Kevin Pasquich and Cody Eldred all over his transmission tunnel right now. Dupree and Osmer continuing to run side by side, though. Osmer looking to arc the turn, maybe get a little bit of a run down the back straightaway. Gonna need some drafting help. Ducks right back in behind Bouchard. Hangs Dupree out to dry. And then touches the apron, slides up the track, and slide jobs Alex Green. Green doing a great job staying off him. But the problem is, that's letting that second pack catch these guys with as chippy as these guys are getting. And that is a hungry pack of wolves right now in that second pack. As Dupree goes to the high side on Bouchard, that's your battle for second right now. Gets hung out to dry. Chris Bouchard in an Evolution Racing sandwich on the low side. So you got Osmer and Vickery. As Osmer catches the apron, have to collect it up. Stays low, gives Alex Green plenty of room on the high side, ducks back in line, and again, that's bringing that second pack up to these guys. Every oops, every mistake, you know, they were over a second to the good, and Jay Anderson tags the wall. Anderson now badly off the pace. And Lacavara and company are starting to reel these guys in even more. As Gordon and Osmer running side by side is punching a big hole in the air, and the pack has caught them. As Alex Green going to the inside of Isaiah Dupree, that's your battle for third. Green with a little bit of arrow push. Dupree lets him sees that it's happening. Here we are, side by side, 3 wide for fourth. Jake Gordon wisely backing out of it on the high side. Definitely did not want to be the outside slice of bread in that sandwich. Dupree still trying to get that outside line to work. Gonna need some help to do it. And we are quickly approaching another round of green flag pit stops. A little bit of bump drafting going on with Osmer and Green. Green now looking to the high side. Isaiah Dupree looking like he wanted to make a 3 wide, thought better of it. So we are getting ready to see green flag stops start to happen. It's Tyler Vickery, 24 laps on his current tire run. Vickery, Bouchard, Dupree, Green, Gordon, Osmer, Lacavara, Eldred, Pasquich, and Whitaker, your top 10. These guys are just getting so chippy right now up front. Good grief. And if something does go wrong, it's going to go horribly wrong, horribly quickly. And there it goes.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Let's see what the chase cam picked up on that one. Isaiah Dupree looks like he may have had some help. Not sure what happened there. Let's see what the chopper picked up. You see Dupree in the turquoise and black car. Oh! Tyler Vickery getting spun as well. What on earth happened there? Looks like the car just net coated. Here they are going through the 1-2 complex. We're watching this at half speed now. Watch Vickery's car is leading this group. He calls his pit. So you see him drop down. Now they're going through the 1-2 complex. You're going to see Vickery's car drop down because he calls his pit. That's classic case of net code right there. As Cody Eldridge staying out. Everybody else going down pit side. So Eldred basically stopping anyone else behind him from getting the wave around, which would give Tyler Graff and Tony Rice one of their 5 laps back. Eldred staying out to lead a lap though, in desperate need of that one bonus point as that race for the final chase spot is very tight. As Eldred looks like he's taking it pit side. That's going to hand the lead of the race over to Chris Bouchard, which is going to give Jay Anderson. It's going to put Jay Anderson back on the lead lap. It's going to give Tony Rice and Tyler Graff each one of their laps back. So $60 laps to go. Currently I'm working the 5th caution. And while we are under caution, we are going to... Where is he? There he is. While we're under caution, we're going to touch base with second-generation driver out of Indiana, Mr. Jake Gordon. Jake, welcome back. Now, rumor has it that you might be taking a trip out to Tulsa, Oklahoma in the upcoming weeks.
I wish, but I won't be.
Not doing the Tulsa shootout, huh?
Nope. We, we don't have anything to do with micros anymore. Past year, I've been running a sprint car, so.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough. So, well, we noticed that tonight you've been trying to get that outside line to work. Without any help, is it possible?
I think it is. It's just pack racing. Guys are going to be going everywhere and wanting everything, so it's going to be a little tricky maneuvering around everybody else, but it'll make for an interesting race in the end.
All right. Well, notice the lights are out on the pace car. We'll let you get back to it. Best of luck to you, Jake.
Thank you.
User was moved out of your channel.
So, pack racing, it's possible, but it's not improbable, but highly unlikely to get that outside line working alone. You're gonna need some help. So Bouchard gonna be leading them back to green here. Alex Green starting right behind him. Jake Gordon, Ronnie Osmer rounding out your top 4 as the pace car goes in, and Bouchard wasting no time dropping the hammer. Gets a great jump. Jake Gordon has Ronnie Osmer all over his transmission tunnel right now. So you got some hungry wolves right there. And I believe Jake needs to start tonight and the final 2 regular season races to have enough races to qualify for a chase spot. Don't quote me on that, though. He may be a race short. So they have caught Bouchard. Gordon on the high side gets the run, but doesn't have enough help. As throw a blanket over this top 6 right now. Bouchard, Osmer, Gordon, Green, Pasquich, and Lacavara, as they are almost a full second to the good over 7th place. Mike Whitaker, defending DW12 Series champion. So the unofficial teammates right now, Osmer and Bouchard, both running for Phenomenal Evolution in the Endurance Series that are coming up. Running 1-2. Alex Green, Kevin Pasquich for Phenomenal Motorsports, currently holding on to 3rd and 4th spot. Jake Gordon for Turn 3 Racing, and Bob Lacavara for Pinnacle Motorsports. That is your top 6. Lacavara's teammate, defending DW12 Series champion Mike Whitaker, currently sitting in 7th. And that second pack is starting to gain. Green and Pasquich going side by side. Green getting freight trained right now on the high side. As Terry Adams leading the charge right now in that second pack. Another Pinnacle Motorsports driver leading the charge, trying to drag that second group back up to the first group. Bouchard continuing to show the way. Pasquich right on his transmission tunnel. Now this is reverse of how it was a little while ago. About 40 laps ago when Pasquich was showing the way and Bouchard was running in second. We saw Bouchard able to save about 2 laps worth of fuel. The question is Pasquich going to be as patient? Now, Bouchard looking to sweep the week here at Kansas. Something we haven't seen in quite a while. Pasquich looking for his first win on the season to try to punch his ticket into the chase. Currently has the final transfer spot as he came in tied with Cody Eldred, who currently sits in 10th, and Terry Adams, who currently sits in 13th. First car 1 lap down. As Osmer goes to the high side of Gordon right now. Side by side down the American Ethanol back straightaway. And that is your battle for 3rd. As Pasquich went high to try to give Osmer a little bit of a tow. It looks like it worked. Osmer goes high to try to give Green a tow. And Terry Adams looks like he's trying to get his lap back the hard way. Pasquich with a run as they go into turn number 3. He's got some help from Osmer. Don't think they timed it right, though. Still side by side with Bouchard going into turn number 1. Pasquich going to drop down in front of Jake Gordon, try to get the tow down the back straightaway. Bouchard continues to show the way. 95 of 1 40. And who was that in the grass? What happened to Jake Gordon? We're going to back this up, watch the replay here. That's Gordon and Green going for a wild ride. They both keep it straight, both keep it out of traffic. That could have been nasty. So kudos on both those guys for keeping that car straight. Back up front, though, Ronnie Osmer with Terry Adams right on his outside. Again, Adams trying to get his lap back the hard way. He's got Tyler Vickery right in tow, though. And that is your battle for the lucky dog right now. Paskowicz with a run on the high side. Nine one-thousandths of a second for Bouchard at the line there with Paskowicz with a run. Paskowicz with some help from Osmer. Not going to have enough time to do it.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And there's something. As that's Gary Bauer flipping it down the back straightaway. Oh, my Lanta. It was Jay Anderson going upside down. Let's watch what happens here. Looks like they were trying to bump draft and just timed it wrong. Ouch. Let's see what the chopper picked up. Get to the chopper. Here they are going into the 1-2 complex. You'll see him going down the back straightaway. That's when all hell breaks loose. That's Anderson leading Bauer there. Bauer just tried to bump draft and missed. And that was bad. That was definitely not healthy. Now the good news is this lets everybody get their tires and fuel, and Ronnie Osmer winning the battle off pit road that time. Osmer with a stop of his life. Chris Bouchard looks like he may have missed his pit stall. Paskowicz with a 6.4 second stop. Coming out in second. So Osmer, Paskowicz, Bouchard, Whitaker, Dupree, Lacavara, Eldred, Antonucci, Gordon, and Green rounding out your top 10. As Terry Adams has gotten his lap back. And Tyler Vickery is in line to get a wave around, so that's going to put 13 cars back on the lead lap. Looks like Jay Anderson has put it behind the wall. Nate Dean has put it behind the wall. So 15 cars remaining of the 17 who started. So while we are under caution, we're trying to find him. Where is he?
User was moved to your channel.
We're going to give a shout down to Mr. Terry Adams. Terry, Tony up in the booth. You got me, sir.
Gotcha, sir.
So, battling and battling and battling and battling. How does it feel to be back on the lead lap, sir?
Finally, I thought I was going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. That's why I kept challenging the guys up in the lead there. I mean, I was a lap down, but I thought I may have to do it that way.
Well, I was going to say, you almost did do it the hard way, but congratulations on getting that lap back, Terry. Best of luck to you in the rest of the race, and hopefully we'll be talking to you in a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I may build the setups. Once in a while, I can actually make them go fast, too.
Well, there's no doubt that you can definitely drive them, that's for damn sure. Best of luck to you, Terry.
Thank you, Tony.
User was moved out of your channel.
So Terry Adams, one of our lead setup specialists here in the RobertStackJobs.com Indy Speedway League for Pinnacle Motorsports. Now back on the lead lap. His teammate, defending DW12 Series champion Mike Whitaker, currently sitting outside row number 2. And his other teammate, Mr. Bob Lacavara, currently sitting outside row number 3. And Johnny Antonucci outside row number 4. So great day for Pinnacle Motorsports right now, with all 4 of their drivers currently sitting in the top 10. That's something to see as pace car goes in. Osmer taking the outside line, waiting on it, pulls the trigger, Paskowitz goes with him. And we are back live. Paskowitz and Bouchard going side by side. And we have not seen the money stop yet, folks. We still have one more, at least one more pit stop to see, as Bouchard pinching down hard, trying to get some side draft as they go through the tri-oval section. Has Isaiah Dupree up there on the high side with him. Is that going to be enough? Doesn't look like it, as Osmer and Paskowitz with the preferred line. Bouchard ducks back in line. So Osmer with a win on the season, Bouchard with a win on the season. Paskowitz doesn't have a win on the season, just hoping for a good points night at this point. Dupree with a win on the season. Whitaker not having a win on the season, but hoping for a good points night. Already locked in points. So these guys are starting to get real chippy up towards the front of this thing, as the laps are winding down now. We're closing in on 30 to go, not quite there yet, but again, we have not seen the money stop. We can see about 24 to 25 laps safely on fuel. So when we get to that point, expect to see some cars ducking in to try to maybe short pit it. Osmer continuing to show the way. Cody Eldred, who came in tied with Kevin Paskowitz and Terry Adams for that final transfer spot, currently sits in 4th. Defending DW12 Series champion Mike Whitaker right now battling with Chris Bouchard, your current points leader. That's your battle for 5th. And Bouchard tags the wall. Guessed wrong, keeps it up there, lets everybody get by him on the inside. That could have ended poorly, and that is a rough break for Bouchard. Wait to see if there's any. Yes, there is a little bit of damage on the right side of that. You can see the upright bent a little bit. the shark fin on the inside. Meanwhile, up in front, Osmer continuing to show the way. Dupree and Pasquich side by side for second. Everybody minding their P's and Q's right now. Dupree trying to get that outside line to work. Whitaker going away, and there's contact. And there it goes.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Looks like it may have been some arrow push on Pasquich's part. Cody Eldred going spinning. Let's see what the chopper picked up there. Eldred backed off to try to avoid annihilating KP, and Lacavara apparently didn't see it. So let's go to a chase cam on Lacavara. So you see Pasquich down low. There's Eldred on the second line in front of these guys. There's the contact. Johnny Antonucci catching a piece of that one. Jake Gordon, I believe, caught a piece of that one in the wing. That's a rough one. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, Cody Eldred was trying to do the right thing and not kill everybody, and that's a rough one. That's the only way I can describe that. So you see quite a bit of damage on the 14 land before time. Old Schools Motorsports number 14 of season 1 champion Cody Eldred. Terry Adams staying out and leading a lap. So good on you, Terry. As I'm sure Tyler Graff has got to be gritting his teeth right now. Looks like Terry gonna bring it pit side this time. Yes, he is. Cody going pit side. Ronnie Osmer going pit side. So that is going to give Tyler Graff and Tony Rice each a lap back. Currently 13 cars on the lead lap. So it's going to hand the lead of the race over, though, to Isaiah Dupree, who won the battle off pit road. 6.2 second stop. I believe that's the stop of the night so far as 4 tires and fuel go. Mike Whitaker, defending DW12 Series champion, coming out in second. And I would like to point out, ladies and gentlemen, we still have not seen the money stop. We are currently 25 laps to go. If somebody were to pit right now, and Tony Rice going pit side, could possibly make it. Cody Eldred going pit side. Chris Bouchard going pit side. Gary Bauer going pit side. So it looks like Bouchard, Eldred, and Bauer gonna gamble. Gonna gamble on this one, as we are right now within the point of you could make it from here. So watch for everyone else they might need to come back down pit road, depending on how much they were able to save under this caution. However, I don't think we've seen the last of the dreaded yellow flag here. Of course, you are watching a presentation of the RobertStackJobs.com Indy Speedway League. RobertStackJobs.com, of course, is your Midwest leader in temp to hire and contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals. So if you are an IT professional in the Midwest, or if you're looking to relocate, go to RobertStackJobs.com. Be sure to let Bill know that the ISL sent you. So Isaiah Dupree going to restart it from the inside. Defending DW12 Series champion Mike Whitaker on his outside. Dupree pulls the trigger. Here we
Green,
go.
green,
We are
green.
back live. Whitaker and Pasquich go side by side. Jake Gordon trying to make some hay on the inside. Whitaker knows he's hung out to dry, so he just lets him go and ducks back in line. Here we go. Pasquich knows he doesn't have to win, he just needs a good points night, and that's all he's hoping for right now. So expect to see him just ride and ride and ride and save. This Dupree continuing to show the way. Pasquich sitting in second. Gordon trying to make some hay on the high side with Mike Whitaker. We are 21 to go. Will be 20 to go this time across the stripe. Dupree continuing to show the way. 8-car breakaway right now. Second and a half to the good over 9th place Johnny Antonucci. Cody Eldridge sitting in 10th. Gary Bauer, Chris Bouchard, Tyler Vickery, your last car on the lead lap in 13th. Vickery back down pit road. So that's going to do it for Vickery tonight. We've now 12 cars left on the lead lap. And again, Pasquich probably just riding right now, trying to save. Cavalry is coming for him, as he's got Alex Green, Ronnie Osmer on the inside there. Jake Gordon getting hung out to dry on the high side. Terry Adams up to 6th. Dupree continuing to show the way. There will be 16 laps to go this time across the stripe. Pasquich riding in second right now, trying to save a little bit of fuel. Hopefully able to save just enough to get him to the finish. Gordon, a little bit of aero push, drifts up, almost makes contact with Alex Green. Green comes down and just cuts Gordon off. And these guys are getting a little bit chippy up here towards the front. Again, Pasquich just riding right now. Osmer ducks in behind Green, looking to save enough fuel as well. 13 to go. Dupree continuing to show the way. The question is, who can make it from here? There's a couple of guys in this pack that never count them out in a fuel mileage race. One is the world's fastest hippie, defending DW12 Series champion, Mr. Mike Whitaker. Whitaker knows how to play the fuel mileage game, and so do his teammates Bob Lacavara and Terry Adams. Kevin Paskowicz has got to be sweating bullets right now. Trying to save as much fuel as he can, probably just riding around in 6th gear. Just trying to save as much fuel as he possibly can as we are working 11 to go. Will be 10 to go this time across the stripe. Tyler Graff has gone back down pit road. Alex Green with a little bit of aero push going through the 1-2 complex. Ronnie Osmer saw him coming. Paskowicz saw the carrot. A lot of discipline there to not jump on that, as Isaiah Dupree left the door wide open. Paskowicz going to the high side this time. Looking to duck in behind Ronnie Osmer. Gets to the inside, flirting with disaster. Dupree continuing to show the way. As Green and Paskowicz almost make contact. Paskowicz following Osmer right now, trying to stay in the slipstream as much as possible. Just desperately trying to save some fuel. Gets right back behind Isaiah Dupree. Dupree with a masterful drive right now. Paskowicz looking to time a run. Dupree shuts the door. Paskowicz still to the inside. 5 to go. Paskowicz, Green, Osmer, Gordon, Adams, Whitaker, Lacavara, Eldred, and Bouchard, your top 10. Throw a blanket over the top 8, though, as there are 3 seconds between Bob Lacavara in 8th and Cody Eldred in 9th. Paskowicz with a nose out front as they go into 1. There was a little bit of contact coming through the tri-oval. Paskowicz look just desperate for a win right now. Doesn't need to win, just needs a good points night. As we are 4 to go. Little bit of contact coming out of turn 2. Dupree protecting the low line. Paskowicz almost makes contact again. As we got a lap car in front of these guys. I can't see who it is yet. It looks like it might... I don't know who that is. Is Jake Gordon putting a fender to Paskowicz? That's not going to leave a good taste in Paskowich's mouth. It's Tyler Vickery. And that's the race. Alex Green crossing the finish line sideways for 4th. We're going to watch this one again. Sorry, Alex Green for 3rd. Dupree coming home with the win. So let's find Isaiah. There he is. Isaiah. What a finish. I'm not sure if you saw what happened behind you.
Did me and Ronnie neck good there?
No, Ronnie and Alex did, though.
Okay.
Alex was...
I know I touched him.
Yeah, Alex was completely sideways coming across the line. But,
I ran out of fuel right at the end there, so that was that was nerve-wracking.
For your 3rd win of the season, just able to hang on by the skin of your teeth.
Oh, that felt great. That was amazing.
So, talk us through that last pit stop. You had to have been sweating bullets, knowing that you were right at the window of you can make it from here.
Well, I came in and I automatically assumed that we are probably going to have to make another pit stop, and then I started saving just to be safe and realized, hey, I could probably make this, so I went for it. And I looked pretty good throughout the entire run, and then at the end there I realized that I was just going to be short, and I was hoping that Ronnie or someone else would run out with me and I'd be okay, but ran out at the end there, got a little push from Alex, and came across with the win, thankfully.
Fair enough. So, we're going to be off for the holidays, and then when we come back, we're going to Phoenix. So, what's your feelings about the Phoenix night race that we're going to be coming back to?
Well, I'm super excited for it. I've been waiting for it all year. I was hoping we'd run it last year, so I would make it 2 in a row there.
Fair enough. As you have your old team boss and helping you with the victory lap here. So,
Yeah.
Anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Hutchins Landscaping, Cisco, Sykes Capital, you for bringing the broadcast, and everybody that runs and does everything for the league.
All right. Well, congratulations again, Izzy, and we will see you in a couple weeks at Phoenix.
All right, thank you. See ya.
User was moved out of your channel.
Where is he hiding? That's where he's hiding.
User was moved to your channel.
So joining us now, first runner-up, still has his ticket punched to the chase, Mr. Ronnie Osmer. Ronnie, that was one hell of a finish, sir.
Yeah, that was an exciting finish. I was trying to help my teammates, KP and Alex. I was trying to help them get the win, but they too, both of them had problems. I took my shot. I thought I had a chance to beat Isaiah, but just didn't have enough.
Well, for what it's worth, like most mile-and-a-half tracks that we go to, if you don't have a lot of help on the high side, it's next to impossible to get anything to really work for you there.
I was making it work at first. It's just the contact out of 4 is what killed me and gave him just enough that he had to win.
So, did you happen to see Alex go sideways behind you?
Yeah, when he ran into the back of Isaiah, he pretty much Carl Edwards, Ricky Stenhouse him.
You're not wrong. So, like we were talking with Isaiah too, we're going to be taking the holiday off, but then when we come back, we're going to be going to Phoenix at night. What are your thoughts on that?
I actually enjoy Phoenix. It's going to be a hard, long race because it's really going to be a one-line track and it's going to be hard to pass. I feel confident because anywhere where there's tough to pass, I always find a way to.
All right, fair enough. As soon as I can figure out where the hell Alex ended up. Let's
go over some
User was
stuff.
Let's
moved to your
bring
channel.
your teammate in now, Mr. Alex Green, with our rounding out our podium tonight. Alex, I dare say that was one of the runs you've been looking for all season, sir.
Yeah, it just came a little bit too late. I had help in my teammates all race long. I was thankful to have KP and Ronnie and Tyler. We all worked really well together, and then I won't ever complain about a top 3. Good way to end the season for me.
Well, do you want the better news now, sir?
What's up?
Hard Charger Award.
Yeah, that's awesome. Definitely good to have some momentum going into next season with that. I'm a man of my word, so I'll be out the next 2 races to race control. I wanted to give it one more shot, and Kansas has been a really good track for me. That was a really fun run, and that's what I love about this league, man. Just hard racing, my heart's beating, shaking up, got that adrenaline rush going.
Well, there was a little bit of an issue early. Talk us through that first caution. Did you realize what had happened when it happened?
I knew Tony was there. I thought I had a little bit more room than what I actually had. I guess just one of those things where I guess the screen showed me more than. I guess I forgot how wide the car was, basically. The second incident with Bouchard, that felt like netcode. I haven't had a chance to go look at it. That was... I don't really want to comment on that until I see it, but it felt like hard netcode. Like, it felt like this guy just went sideways.
You're not 100% wrong on that one. I believe that one was possibly a netcode issue. But, congratulations on the podium, Alex. Congratulations on the Hard Charger Award.
Thank you, sir.
And I believe that is going... Yes, it is. Congratulations to Phenomenal Motorsports for top team points tonight so far. Unofficially, mind you.
Yeah. One question I do have, since I wasn't here, did Isaiah thank me for bumping him in that to that win?
He was wondering who netcoded with him.
Ronnie netcoded with him. I destroyed him across the line. He ran out.
Well, it was definitely a first you say it, then you do it kind of moment when you came across the line there.
I wouldn't have been too upset if he went just sideways across the line and let me by.
Well, speaking of first you say it,
User was moved
speaking
to
of
your
first
channel.
you say it, then you do it kind of moments. KP, when you saw your teammate go sideways in front of you, did some poo come out?
I believe he stepped out for a minute, but while you're waiting... okay.
Yeah. So, what's up?
Oh, I was just wondering, when you saw Alex going sideways, spinning across your nose, did some poo come out?
A little bit. Yeah.
He's kind of used to it at this point.
Yeah, with the season that the two of you guys have had, it wouldn't be a shocker if, that was a situation, normal kind of deal. But, I did want to congratulate Phenomenal Motorsports for unofficial top team points tonight.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I think we raced really well tonight. Out there we're racing with a teammate in our mind, Brendan Graham, and hope everything's okay with him.
Yeah, this one's for you, Brandon.
And, I was hoping Isaiah was going to run out of gas and got a little bit too racy too early.
Well, Isaiah did run out of gas. The only thing is he didn't run out soon enough for
2
Alex
feet from the line.
For Alex and Ronnie to really do much with it. So, but,
hey Tony, before you go off the air here, would you mind if Tyler Graff plugged our upcoming league getting ready to start?
You have been watching a presentation of the RobertsTechJobs.com Indy Speedway League. RobertsTechJobs.com, of course, is your Midwest leader in staff to hiring contract positions in the IT field for IT professionals. So if you are an IT professional in the Midwest or looking to relocate, we ask that you go to RobertsTechJobs.com. Be sure to let Bill know that the ISL sent you. We'll see you in a couple weeks, ladies and gentlemen, when we will be back after the holidays from Phoenix at night.
I believe we're racing this Tuesday. Yeah, we are racing this Tuesday and then at Gap, so we'll be at Tuesday at the New Phoenix.
That makes no sense.
That's what they had the schedule as.
So we're racing this Tuesday.
We're racing on my birthday, December 19th, and then we're not racing Sunday, and we'll be on holiday break towards the New Year.
So we're not racing we're not racing again until January 7th.
I believe so, yes, sir. I will get confirmation about that and let everybody know, but I believe that is correct. I don't have the schedule up in front of me.
Anyways,
I got it in front of me.
All right.
I got it in front of me. It says 19th for the IRO5s and January 7th for DW12s.
Well then, we'll see you on Alex's birthday.
Yeah.
Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks everybody for tuning in.